Don't have to keep any commandments. I can sleep with any women I want. I can sleep with men if I want. No accountability. Shoot, there's no afterlife. They'll tell you. There's no afterlife. When you're dead, that's just it. So you're carefree to live that way. But imagine the rude awakening they're going to have when after they die, they get resurrected right again. It's going to be too late then. You follow what I'm saying? That's why I'm putting this information out here so maybe the Mr. Skeptical Atheist can get some reason behind why things are, because nobody ever told you why it's like this. And that's their fault. But at the same time, it's your fault for not trying to figure out for yourself too. You ain't going to have no excuse after today. I want to see an atheist try to come on and say, well, that's wrong. How's that wrong? We're coming from the Bible. Y'all want us to explain everything from the Bible in the first place, don't they? Yep. We coming from the Bible. That ain't good enough. This ain't no quick answer. This telling you exactly the way it is. You are the one that are always saying, atheist, that the way you confirm the existence of something is if you can see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, or touch it. Or even think about it. And we showing you all of them, aren't we? Every last one of them. Let's move on. Let's go to Lamentations. That's that little book after Jeremiah. Lamentations 5. A God that forgets about you. He ain't thinking about you when you sin. Lamentations 5 and 19. Whenever Israel was going through something, some type of evil or some type of drama, they knew it was a result of God making his self non-existent to them. They knew that. Right? Lamentations 5, verse 19. Go ahead and read.
Thou, O Lord, remainest forever, thy throne from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore dost thou forget us forever, and forsake us so long time?
He said, why do you forget us? Why do you forget us forever and forsake us a long time? Why do you forget us? They asking that question. They knew the answer. Look what they saying. You forgot about us. You don't forgot about us, God. You don't hear us. You don't see us. Because he said, I'll remove them from my sight, right? You don't hear us. You don't see us. You're not thinking about us because you don't forgot about us. If you are worshiping a God that don't see you, don't hear you, and don't think about you, isn't that the same thing as you worshiping nothing? Well, it's the same thing. But he was not always nothing. He made himself nothing to this world because of the wickedness of this world. That's the same thing, ain't it? But let's move on. Let's go to Leviticus 26. Because we don't deal with the mind as far as somebody acknowledging something. We don't deal with somebody seeing something or somebody hearing something. I'm going to show you that when you wicked, God don't even smell you. He don't even smell you. Think about that. Don't even smell you. That's a sense, ain't it? Self non-existent. That's what this Bible keeps telling people. And everybody wondering, where's God? Why isn't God doing anything? Look at this wicked world. Well, I can't change the world. No, you can't. Not as an individual. But look at all these people who are in positions that have people believing in God. And they still ain't telling people the truth. Can you imagine what maybe would happen if everybody started teaching the absolute truth? Maybe God will reveal himself to the world. Maybe he would come back. Maybe he would start communicating the way he used to. It makes sense. The reason that way being that what drove him away is false doctrine and people sinning in the first place. But lies that keep on increasing. Everybody go to church on Sunday, celebrate these pagan holidays, worship these false gods, Egyptology, and all this nonsense. That's why God has made himself non-existent. Because of us. Leviticus 26 and 13. And if you're telling an atheist that, who already don't believe in God, don't want to do what God say anyway, then he's just going to continue to be non-existent to you. Leviticus 26 and 13. Go ahead and read.
I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that ye should not be their bondmen, and I have broken the bands of your yoke and made you go upright.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would not hearken unto me, and will not do all these
He
commandments,
said, if you will not hearken unto me and do all these commandments, go ahead.
and if ye shall despise my statutes, or of your soul abhor my judgment, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning og that shall consume the eyes, and cause sorrow of heart, and ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it.
Look at the curse he said he was going to put upon the children of Israel, which did happen, right? If they didn't obey his commandments, right? But now, skip all the way down to verse 31 and read. Watch what it says right here.
And I will make your cities waste, and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation, and I will not smell your savor of your sweet odor.
I will not smell the savor of your sweet odor. You have to understand that as long as Israel was being righteous, God smelled the scent coming from their sacrifices. So the scent represented their righteousness or non-righteousness. So when Israel began to sin, God stopped smelling them. So God don't even smell you. Worship a God that can't even smell you when you sin. You see that? I will not smell your odors anymore. So now we don't sin so far. Don't see, don't hear, don't think about, don't even smell. And he never was actually physically touching anybody, so that's already out. You know what I'm saying? Think about this stuff. He don't even smell. Ain't that going on today? You follow what I'm saying? That's today. Let's move on and take another look at that. Let's go to Amos again. Amos chapter 5. I keep trying to tell people that. We're giving you the reason. They just want to give you the result. I don't want the result only. I want the reason. I don't want to know why it seems there's not a God. I want to know why there seems like there's not a God. That's what I want to know. And this is what atheists run from. Because they're afraid that if you give them the reason, that they may be accountable and have to do something again. I don't want to be accountable. I don't think I want to do with the result. No, you ain't going to get off that easy. You brought this up. Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. And like I said, it's just volume 1. If you're an atheist and you listen to this, don't get on our page or come in our path, our room. Well, I see you didn't deal with this. I see you didn't deal with that. Hey, be patient. Just volume 1. We're just dealing with the existence of God. We ain't got into science and creation and all of that good stuff, or why God allows evil to go on in this world. It's just volume 1. Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Go ahead and read.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
It said, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is any day that God decided to punish either a nation or when he decided to punish this whole world. It said, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. You got people, I can't wait till God come back. I don't desire the day of the Lord. You follow what I'm saying? Go ahead. Why? Why can you desire it? Go ahead.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
It's like, that's how the day of the Lord is. That's how it was for the children of Israel back then when he would bring a drum upon them, and that's how it's going to be in the future. It's like you ran from a lion. Whoo, boy, I just got away from that lion. You run right to a bear. That's how the day of the Lord is. In other words, terror and trouble everywhere you turn. Go ahead and read.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Okay, you got away from the lion. Whoo! Then you ran up on the bear. Ah, bear! And then you faked the bear and go inside his house. Whoo! Then put my hand on the wall. Then a snake bites your hand. That's how the day of the Lord is. Drama everywhere. Ain't no getting away. That's what they're talking about. That's some rough action, ain't it? Go ahead and read.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark, even very dark, and no brightness in it.
He said the day of the Lord is very dark and no brightness in it. We still got one final day of the Lord left to come. There been days of the Lord coming from day 1. When God destroyed the earth with the flood, that was the day of the Lord. People don't understand that the day of the Lord is not a one-time, end-time event. The day of the Lord is anytime God brings drama on a nation or a city even. You follow what I'm saying? But we got one more universal day of the Lord that's left to come. You follow what I'm saying? And just like the ones before it, there is no light in it. You don't want to be wicked when the day of the Lord comes. Go ahead and read.
I despise your feast days, and I would not smell your solemn assembly.
You see what he says? I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Once again, I'm not acknowledging your sin. Because the reason why God would not smell in their solemn assemblies is because they were wicked. And the sacrifice represented their character. The sin of the sacrifice represented their character. So God, I'm not going to smell. So once again, you are God who don't see us, don't hear us, don't think about us, and don't even smell us. If you praying to something that's doing that, that's like you praying to nothing, ain't it? But I'm not saying that he never did exist. I'm saying he made himself non-existent. And that's what your Bible's saying? Ain't that what we've been reading the whole time, right? Let's move on. Let's go to Psalms. No, I'm sorry, let's go to Isaiah 55. I know a lot of y'all saying, okay, Josh, okay. God don't see us. God don't hear us. God don't know us. God don't even smell us. But what if I try to take it upon myself to find God while still being wicked? You follow what I'm saying? I ain't saying being righteous to look for. I mean still being wicked and try to find them. I don't know about that. Let's see. Isaiah 55 and verse 6. And it's all over the Bible, ain't it? 55 and 6. Go ahead and read.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Whoa! Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. The indication being there can come a time where you won't be able to find him. That's now. I don't see him. You feel me? Go ahead and read.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
Call ye upon him while he is near. Go ahead.
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Look what the first thing he said you got to do. Let the wicked forsake his way. The atheists don't want to do that. The atheist just, okay, I just want to do what I want to do. You follow what I'm saying? You don't believe anyway. Go ahead.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon.
For he will abundantly pardon. But it says, seek him while he may be found. It's going to be a time where people want to find God and not be able to find him. That time is now. Because of the wickedness of this world. That's why we at Absolute Bible Truth are so adamant about trying to tell y'all the absolute truth, because we see the result that happens when you stray away from it. We have made God make himself non-existent because of the wickedness, and you trying to tell me absolute truth doesn't matter? Look at the result. Look at this world. Is not this world wicked? Do you not hate the condition this world is in? Little babies dying, people getting shot in the street, all kinds of sicknesses. There are more sicknesses than there are cures. Loved ones dying and stuff. You got to go to funerals, all that stuff. You ain't going to tell me you like that. Well, what's that got to do with me, Josh, as an individual? Well, these are all the results of a God that has forsaken the world. That's why this world is like this. Well, why did he forsake the world, Josh? Because of the wickedness of this world. Well, what can we do to change it? Teach absolute truth. Well, I don't want to do that. Welcome to your world. That's how it is. That's what this Bible is telling you, ain't it? That is the result. But too many people don't want this word to get out. They want this world to remain wicked, but then they want to get on their knees and cry when the drama comes. I hate this world. This world's so wicked. Then you go out and tell people that they can go celebrate Easter, which pertains to another God, which is one of the reasons why God hid his face in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for same-sex marriages. You follow what I'm saying? This world is wicked and God has forsaken it. Well, Josh, are you saying there is no hope? If that's the case, no, because he already told you what you need to do to get back on God's good side. Even if you don't reveal yourself to you in this lifetime, you know when he comes back or when you die, you're going to see him then. But you know why he's doing what he's doing. That's the whole point. If you know that, then maybe you need to stop being wicked like Israel was, right? Maybe. Let's move on. Let's go to Hosea chapter 5. We only got 3 more after that.